Sup, Nerd Amigos? I'm the Jive Talking Nerd, John Norgrove, and this is Nerd Jive. So, last news of the week. I'll take a break over the weekend, and then you'll catch me again for news on Monday. First up, the weather.
It's actually pretty nice, but that sun's too bright.
The weather's brought to you by Milk Toast, motherfuckers. So, funny story, real quick. I had lunch with some co-workers today, and they were just like, you always have these silly little phrasings. And then one of them was like, you should use that as your sponsor for today's video. And I was just like, yeah, it's super funny. So, Milk Toast, motherfuckers. They got to be there to make the rest of us look interesting, right? Fuck those guys. So, on to the news. First up, the good. Kilopower. It's brought to you by NASA. It's gonna save us on Mars. So Kilopower is a nuclear reactor developed by NASA and not JPL, but Lawrence Livermore Labs. So it's NASA, Lawrence Livermore Labs, and the Department of Energy have come together and built these like tiny little micro nuclear reactors. They generate between like 1 and 10 kilowatts of power. The way that one of the articles I read was just like a kilowatt of power is enough to run a toaster. And so the idea is that you get these at 10 kilowatts a pop, and then you station 4 or 5 together to power your habitat, and you now have safe nuclear power for your Martian habitat. And these whole things work by essentially having a Stirling engine. A Stirling engine is a temperature difference engine. So in a Stirling engine, you have a hot side and a cold side, and that generates that lets you generate mechanical motion through that. If you've ever seen a video, like you can get some of the nice ones where you just set it on your hand and then like spin the wheel, and it'll just start going pop 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 pop, and just spin from the heat of your hand and the coldness of the air. Like, that's not as warm as your hand. So they're pretty cool, pretty simple technology, and yeah, it's super awesome, man. Like, hopefully we get more like pro-nuclear power stuff, because it's not scary or bad, and I don't know why people have issues with it. So, fuck them, whatever. So, next up, the bad, is Jeanette Epps is no-fly. So, Thursday evening, NASA announced that Jeanette Epps will not fly to the ISS in June of this year. All right, so Epps was going to be the first African-American American woman, to be a crew member on the ISS, so to be part of an ISS crew, essentially, up there. And she's part of astronaut group 20, which are known as the Chumps, which is hilarious to me. And she was selected back in 2009. There's no comment as towards why she's no-fly. Her backup's taking her place. Like, we don't have any answers on it or anything like that based on the information that I was able to read. But, yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, it sucks for her, and it's sad news, and at the same time, like, you know, it's a loss for diversity and shit, which is bad. But yeah, I mean, she looked like she was super into it, and it's kind of sad to see that happen. But I was like, all right, that's gonna be my bad today, because that's sad, and I wanted to stick on the NASA thing. And then last up is the stupid. It's the movie Mom and Dad. So I don't know how I found this, and I'm a little saddened about it. But alright, so Mom and Dad is a horror comedy starring Nicolas Cage, and it's about parents who go like psychotic and try to murder their children. But it's not like Nicolas Cage and his wife go psychotic and try to marry their children. It's like everybody's in class and their parents are like outside of the school fence, like just staring at them. And they're like, hey, what's going on with that? And then the kids come outside and the parents are just like, blah, blah, like almost zombie style. So it's sort of like this near zombie, like, you know, glancing off the zombie umbrella style horror movie. But it's supposed to have comedy undertones, like be funny, as well as pretty gory. And it's written and directed by Brian Taylor, who happens to be helming Sci-Fi's TV series Happy, which is amazing. It's super good. If you haven't seen it, go watch Happy. It's dope. So, I mean, I have the trailer link below. Watch this trailer for Mom and Dad. Tell me what you think. Like, I saw it, and I'm just like, this is kind of a cool concept, but at the same time, this is really fucking stupid. You know, and, like, weird, psychotic Nicolas Cage just fucking freaks me out, man. I'm not into it. So, yeah, that's our stupid today. So, the good, Kilopower from Mars. The bad, Jeanette Epps can't fly to the ISS. And the stupid, Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad, the movie is stupid, and I don't know why we're doing it. I mean, but, you know, I might be wrong. Let me know below if you watch the trailer what you think about it. I will not be live streaming over the weekend, so if you didn't catch Tuesday or Thursday's live streams, check those out in the history. Tuesday's live stream went swimmingly. Thursday's live stream, by the time I started live streaming, I was pretty sauced, and I'm almost certain that live stream was awful. And at the same time, I'm pretty certain it didn't record right. I think I didn't have the software set up properly, so it might be messed up. And I'm just too afraid to look at the video because I don't need that in my life. But it is what it is. So, don't forget to like this video, share this video, get other people onto it, comment below, let me know what you think about any of the stories that we've talked about, especially that Mom and Dad movie. That's weird. So, subscribe to this channel, share it, and get other people to subscribe to this channel. Like, let's bump our numbers and all that kind of stuff. But again, either way, I've been John Norgrove. This has been Nerd Jive. Stay nerdy, folks.